Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a long time since I've done a video like this. The last time I did a video like this was freaking last year, man. I was just recently posting videos of stuff that happened last year. So, this is the first time in a while that I've done a video like this. But there is one thing I have to say. Don't you dare be showered and clap for your two-time famous World Tag Team Champs. Well, Tag Team Champions. And feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Okay, that didn't sound good. I'm sorry. But reason why I'm saying this is because I'm going to tell you this video how the WWE should book the New Day. Now, of course, the New Day have been the tag champions ever since SummerSlam of last year. This is how I think WWE should book the New Day on the road to WrestleMania and so on and so forth. You guys don't have to agree with me. This is just my opinion. This is just what I think. So leave me a like and subscribe if you like this video. But it's what I think is my opinion. You really don't have to agree. But so we've seen the transformations. The New Day went to SummerSlam. They defeated the Primetime Players, the Luchador Dragons, and at that time, whatever that other team name was, can't even think of them right now. That's how much of a relevant they are. I don't really see them on television anymore. But and a really, really good tag match. Like this match with all of these teams was amazing. I loved how they had the New Day win the titles back because they had recently lost it to Primetime Players only to win it back at SummerSlam. I think that was a perfect choice. Then they went on the Night of Champions to go against the Dudleys. That was okay. I'm not going to say it was terrible because it wasn't terrible, but it was okay. But it was more so the Dudleys' fault why that match didn't progress. It wasn't the New Day's fault. New Day did their part. Most of the time they entertained, but it was more so the Dudleys because the Dudleys are not really in their prime anymore. So it's kind of like when you seen the match, you're a little bit disturbed. I mean, not disturbed as in I want to turn it to the next channel when it came on, but just like you're like really. But like I said, it was a good match in my opinion, but it just it wasn't the best the New Day had from what they had done recently in 2015. Like they had that amazing Payback 2 out of 3 falls match with Cesaro, Tyson Kidd. Not like that, but it was still good, for the way how it went. Then he went to Hell in a Cell. I'm not gonna really go through the MSG when they were in Brooklyn or whatever, and they went against the Dudleys again. I'm not going to really go through that. But then you went through Hell in a Cell. They faced the Dudleys. And this time they actually beat the Dudleys, fair and square. Because, they cheated to do it, but they still did it. Because, see, at Night of Champions, they actually got disqualified because of Xavier Woods. That's how they ended that match. But at Hell in a Cell, they actually beat them by actually pinning them. I think that was a better decision than how they did it at Night of Champions, where they just got disqualified and retained the tag titles. Because they got disqualified when they were in New York as well. When they went against them in New York, they got disqualified because the Doug was about to win and they got disqualified. But this time, he brought in the trombone while the ref wasn't looking, and that helped them. That helped them retain the tag titles. Then after that, you got Survivor Series, the 5-man traditional match where 5 men on both teams. Of course, the New Day was with Wade Barrett and Sheamus. There was someone else that was with, because let me see, that almost sounds like everybody. But the thing is that the only person that got eliminated from the New Day was Big E Langston, Big E. And the New Day just walked out. The rest of them technically was never eliminated. They just left. Sheamus by himself, because Wade Barrett, King Barrett, Bad News, whatever you want to call him, he got eliminated earlier in the night. He quickly got eliminated. He was the first person on the team to get eliminated. Then they managed to they managed to get other people out of the match for their benefits. But then that's when it came to everybody teaming on Big E, and the Splash did it, and they just took Big E out, and they walked with Big E, and they left Sheamus by himself, because they technically were never eliminated. They just walked out. And then Sheamus had to deal with the Usos and all by himself. Of course, forgive me for my memory, because I can remember stuff, but I'm just doing really terrible at mentioning it right now. What's his name? Yeah, when it came down to Sheamus, and he had to deal with the Usos, and he had to deal with Kalisto by himself, he ended up getting eliminated, because Sheamus had eliminated Sin Cara earlier that night. So, like I said, it was everybody say that match, they say that match was not good. They say the 5 traditional tag elimination matches don't really serve as they used to. When I saw it, I didn't think it was a problem. I don't understand what the problem was, but I'm not everybody. So that's just what I thought. I didn't think it was terrible, but it is what it is. And then that was Survivor Series. Then you had TLC, an amazing, absolutely amazing triple threat tag match with the Usos, the Luchador Dragons, the New Day. Oh my God, this match right here, had it not been done, this match was absolutely amazing. Most people probably only like this match because of what Kalisto did off the ladder to one of the Usos. But I think even if you minus that, looking at the match alone, it was good. And, I just love how they sort of booked the New Day from the time that they first formed to the ending. Because at first, I didn't think the New Day was going to be very successful. But when I saw their match at Payback, when I saw the Elimination Chamber tag match, when I saw these things, I'm like, oh my God, they're really booking the New Day to be something special. But this right here was amazing. I loved it. And then we went on to this year. Of course, the Royal Rumble just happened. We saw the Usos versus the New Day. Once again, this time just them two. This was a really good match. I loved how they had this match going. The New Day retained the titles. It wasn't one of the best matches of the New Day. Not at all, but it wasn't the worst either. It was one of those matches you could say, okay, it's a little bit in between. But the point of me calling this video the way how WWE should book the New Day is because going a little bit further. Now, what they should do is make them look strong. Have them look like a good team now. They've already had them beat the Usos at the Royal Rumble. Go on the fast lane, let them retain the titles again. Just have the New Day look like they're unbeatable. Because let's not forget, they've been champions now since August, and they already think that they're a long-time tag champions. So let them do that. Then, you take them to WrestleMania. You do a big tag match where it's them and maybe 2 other teams or a third team involved. Have them retain it then. And then, when they go to Raw the night after WrestleMania, they clap and they clap. And they speak on a mic and say that they're the greatest tag team of all time and nobody can beat them. And they're unbeatable. So let them clap. Let them come out all excited. Xavier Woods with his trombone was like, we're the best tag champions, with their little unicorns they wear. And then have a team come out the night after WrestleMania, and because they be like, we challenge anybody to face us for the tag team titles. Kind of like what AJ Lee did last year you know, when well, not last year, but, you know, 2014 when Paige beat her. But, you know, have them come out and be like, nobody can beat us for these tag titles. We are the best tag team there is. We're the New Day. And, you know, they're all excited because they retained it at WrestleMania. They have a team come out, end up beating the New Day for the tag team titles, and then tension span. At this point, you know, make it where is actual tension between the New Day. You know, as much as I love the New Day, I really do. I love how they booked them. I don't like how Kofi Kingston is moving in, ever since he's been in New Day. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, and like I said, this may just be me. You don't have to agree with me with this, but like ever since Kofi Kingston has joined the New Day, he doesn't really do anything. You look at the matches. The only person who really does something is Big E. You know, Kofi, half the time he's getting his butt beat half the matches. You look at Payback, half the time he was getting uppercut by Cesaro. It's like, for some reason, they make Kofi Kingston look weak ever since they put him with the New Day. He's supposed to be a high flyer, but he barely does that. How are you going to call him a high flyer and now he doesn't even do it? You know, that's the thing I don't like. I want the Kofi that was actually a high flyer, that would actually fight in matches, that was actually really good. I don't like how now they're not really doing that with Kofi Kingston. It's kind of like ever since they put him with the New Day, they don't really do that with him. And you look at Xavier Woods, I mean, he's more like the mouth talker of the team. He's probably the biggest reason why they're so popular now, because most of the time he doesn't even wrestle in the matches. But even Xavier Woods, when he actually has wrestled, he'll do some things. Kofi will do one or two things, but he doesn't really do what he used to do. We don't see him go for the SOS. We've seen him go for his finisher. Yeah, that's great. But it's just some things that I wish he would keep doing that he no longer does. And part of that is because his gimmick with the New Day. There's nothing wrong with them having positivity. You can have that. But they should have just kept Kofi as his own man, as his own character. Because this character he has right now is a little bit funny. You know, that was one of the reasons why people liked the 2009 Kofi Kingston, because that was the year that he was a face. But for that short period of time when he had that run-in with Randy Orton, we seen a side of him that, quite frankly, we might not ever see again. And you know, that's just how it is. But they're a really good heel tag team. But honestly, I gotta say, I think how they should book the New Day on the road to WrestleMania. Let them retain. Let them, you know, look strong heading into WrestleMania. Let them be an unbeatable team for right now. I don't want them to lose at Fastlane or WrestleMania. I want them to actually retain so that they can have a purpose for having tension after that. Then all of a sudden, you know, maybe it could be a mistake Xavier Woods made or something like that. And then after WrestleMania, they lose the tag titles. Tension starts to build. They don't break up right away. They still stay together. But, you know, tension starts to build. They come out complaining every night that they lost the tag team titles and try to get a rematch. And that's how I think WWE should book the New Day. Let them stay tag champions all the way up to WrestleMania. Then literally the night right after, while they have their big little celebration, it could be a surprise team. They come out, beat them for the tag titles, they lose it. Thank you guys for watching this video. It was not supposed to be this long, but I ended up making it this long because I was talking about things that was unnecessary at first. But if you like this video, please put a thumbs up. Check whatever you want to put. And please, most importantly, and this is so hard for me to get these days. Boy, I feel like I'm going to have to make 100 videos to get this. Subscribe. Peace. I'm out.